Hi, I'm Fadwa and I'm a volunteer at Sustainable Southbury. And we have partnered with Mike, who owns iRecycle. He's out of Waterbury and he has direct contact with the manufacturers of soft drinks and water. And that's how these get recycled. It's the same way a grocery store does it. Only Mike is collecting them. And so we're hosting this once a month, the first Sunday of every month, including September 3rd. And you could bring your bagged, recyclable, redeemable containers here. Glass has to be in cardboard. The rest has to be in bags. We do sell bags. Mike sells bags so you can put it to the fill line, you get a certain amount. So for instance, single-use water bottles up to the fill line is $10 a bag. You can't go wrong. It's easy. You know, you clean your stuff, you leave it in the bag, you put it in your garage or your basement, and you bring it once a month instead of standing at the grocery store popping them in. We're also looking for Boy Scout and Girl Scout troops and even school clubs. If they want to come help us on a Sunday, people can donate their redeemable money to that club. So check us out at sustainablesouthbury.org. We'd love to have you come down and bring your bottles and cans, and you'll be guaranteed that they'll be recycled. Thank you.
So hi, I am Michael Stallings. I am the owner, founder of iRecycle. And we've been in business for about 3 years now and growing. So when we first started, and currently we're still a redemption center out of Waterbury, Connecticut. So in Waterbury, Connecticut, you can literally drop off your cans and bottles at our facility at our hours of operations. However, in the last year, I came up with the idea of popping up in different facilities or different areas because many towns in the state of Connecticut do not have a redemption center. And what a redemption center is, which is different from your local grocery store, as a redemption center gives you an opportunity to take back anything you buy. So in the state of Connecticut, if you buy Costco's water bottles, you can only take it back. Costco's is only going to take back their water bottles versus Stop and Shop. And Stop and Shop won't take back Costco bottles and vice versa. So that's the beauty of going to a redemption center, is that you don't have to worry about, hey, do you take this, do you take that? If it's redeemable in Connecticut, we'll take it. And we also don't have to worry about the volume because you can come with as many bags as you like and it's quick and fast. So one of our things that we started was the bags. So we decided to come up with fill line bags, which fits about 200 bottles. 200 bottles times 5 cents, $10. So if you came in with 10 bags, you'll literally know that you have $100, you're in and out the door, so it's quick and fast. So everything that we're trying to do here is convenience. So we're really trying to push the convenience of recycling. So we're trying to take away all the excuses that many people have when it comes to recycling. So the pop-up truck is when we decided, hey, let's engage our communities. Let's get into our communities. Why be inside of an industrial park when we can literally get outside, get close, get visible, and say, hey, we want to take your collectibles, we want to help you out, and we want to make it a collective effort. So we got the pop-up truck going, and now we're in multiple locations throughout the state. Some of those locations are Stamford, Connecticut, Norwalk, Connecticut, Southbury, Waterbury, Bridgeport, New Haven, it just goes on and on and on. Greenwich, so we're popping up everywhere, and to the point where now we're getting phone calls for, hey, can you come to our events to do more pop-ups? So we do the pop-ups where folks can get engaged and get outside and recycle their cans and bottles, basically, short and sweet. So our recycling process is moving drastically. You know, we're getting calls from local Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, so many different nonprofit organizations where they're looking to fundraise money. And we make it easy with the truck because we don't charge to come out. And we literally will come pick up your stuff, redeem your cans and bottles, cut a check for all the nonprofit organizations so that we're raising money or helping people raise money for youth. Because we know that that's super expensive. I have 3 kids of my own. So one of the big things is always trying to find money for the kids to do their activities. So there's so many cool things that we do with Boy Scouts and things like that. Another thing that you may ask, and so many people ask me this question, well, what's up with the eye? And so we came up with the eye for the reason for the eye behind it is it's ownership. So it's one of those things where I see you and you see me, so we're gonna make each other accountable. So it's like, hey, listen, I got my eye on you, you got my eye on you, and we can do this together and do this whole sustainability and clean up the earth together. So that's the reason for the I there. So when we say that we're iRecycle, it's more like accountable recycling for everyone. All right, so I want to just talk to you quickly about the process of recycling and recycling specifically with cans and bottles. So recycling is such a big word. This is more on the redeeming side of recycling. So we're redeeming these cans and bottles. You were taxed 5 cents for it. We want to get your 5 cents back. So a lot of people are like, well, do I have to separate the cans from the bottles? With us, no. You don't have to separate your cans from bottles. As you can see, this is a bag that has some bottles inside of it. Coca-Cola, some green leaf and pure leaf and things like that, water bottles. And this one here, again, Coca-Cola with Poland Spring. Now, on our end, what happens is in the recycling process is that we have to take these back and separate these by brand and size. So Pepsi goes with Pepsi, so our Pepsi distributor comes and picks up. Coke goes with Coke, so our Coca-Cola distributor can come and pick up, as well as all the beer companies, Coors, Bud, and all the other places that you can think of. So everything is recycle specific. So these companies now pay companies like me to do this, specifically break it all down so that they can now sell back. This is all clean product. This is not contaminated. You didn't see it in the back of your garbage truck or your recycling truck. This is clean product where there's a buyer out there in Connecticut or in our tri-state area that is dying to have this clean product so that they can now make another product and sell it to us consumers. So that's the process behind it. And that's a little bit different than, you're going to your regular 96-gallon tote and you're dumping all your recyclables inside of it. Because sometimes, as you know, that can get a little gritty because I'm sure you had to clean out your recycle bins at some point and they're not nice. Versus something like this is literally all cleaned up aluminum. Someone's gonna love to have it so that they can create this into different products. I love to share with you, and I'll get this information to you at a further date, but some of the different manufacturers in Connecticut or the tri-state area that are buying these products and making them into more goods for us. So inside of our bag, just to reiterate everything that we kind of touched on, so if you're recycling what I recycle and you want to redeem your cans and bottles, we ask that you please just put anything that's a can or a bottle inside of our bags. If you do have redeemable beer bottles, glass bottles, Coca-Cola, whatever it is, simply put that into a cardboard box. It just helps protect our people from breakage and then cutting on the legs, especially the summertime where we're wearing shorts. Outside of that, no milk jugs or any of that other plastic. It's not just plastic recycling. It's specifically redeemable cans and bottles, which means you'll get 5 cents. You paid 5 cents for it, so you'll get your 5 cents back. So those are the two things. You can put everything inside of a bag. We ask that if you do put plastic, it's all the same size, cans all the same size. Just use multiple bags for different sizes. But you can put your plastics and your cans inside in one bag, and then your glass just goes into cardboard. Super simple.